If you didn't know by now, the condition of your environment affects your creativity in a drastic way. And my environment has not been the tidiest as of late. I like to try to keep things as organized as possible, have a place for everything, and everything has its place. But I'm in the middle of about, I don't know, 8 different projects right now, and every time a little project happens, everything gets a little bit more out of order. And before you know it, this whole place just becomes a wreck, and everything just kind of ends up laying everywhere. And I usually take a day and I'll stop and I'll just organize everything, but it's no time at all before everything just kind of ends up everywhere again. And so part of the problem is there's really not a place for everything. And I just kind of find a place, you know, and stick it there. Like for instance, I put this over here. It's kind of a make-do for now, and there's not really a particular place for anything. I'm gonna put my cameras and my lenses and stuff there, but it just kind of became a catch-all because it's a space. And over here in this corner is just a mess. Just everything just kind of ends up in a pile there. This table over here, when I remodeled the studio, everything just kind of ended up there, and I got tools and stuff there, and it's just everywhere. My desk here is a mess. So, long story short, I ordered some shelves, and I'm going to organize this whole place. I've got a plan for everything here. This back wall over here is going to be completely clear. Everything's going to be pulled away from there. That shelf back there is going to be gone. It's going to go. I need this wall for backdrops. I'm going to put my backdrop over here, and the whole wall is going to be clear. It's going to be another background that I can use for recording. Also, my voice, it's been a week. It's been a whole week, and my voice is still sort of congested, but it's coming back slowly but surely. Over here, so here's my shelf. Came in today. Got a few other packages come in. That's going to help out. Got some gaffer's tape, white and black, which is going to be great because the white gaffer's tape is great for labeling stuff. Black gaffer's tape is good for holding stuff together. Got some clamps. Clamps are fantastic for holding stuff up. I got some sandbags. Don't know what I was thinking when I got these because I expected there to be sand in them. I don't know why. And they came in, I was like, well, these are some light sandbags. And I opened them, like, oh, I gotta put sand in them. So, there's part of the problem right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these together. I'm gonna try to do like a time lapse of this whole thing and let you guys watch. It's gonna go here, and there's gonna be shelves. Everything is gonna go on these shelves, like everything in the whole studio is gonna go in these shelves. There's gonna be labels for everything, and everything's gonna go there. So, let me go ahead and set this camera up somewhere, or a camera, and just start recording a time lapse, and we'll watch this whole thing come together. By the way, so I've been drinking tea, trying to get my voice back. What do you think of this? My wife got me this, Natasha. My aunt made it. Thought that was funny. All right, let's get started. I don't know where to start. Got the shelf all put together. Get this whole corner cleaned out here. Now I just need to decide where I'm gonna put everything and start taking everything from this mess and pretty much everything else in this whole studio and making its new home over here somewhere. Is that one your shelf?
Help, and Dad.
Let me help you crawl up in there. You want to put a piece of gaffer's tape on here that says this shelf is Valia shelf? That's Valia shelf. Props. I don't use props very often in my photography. My thing is if it doesn't help tell a story and it takes your focus away from the subject, then it doesn't need to be there. So I use props as a minimalistic thing, as few props as possible. Unless it helps tell the story, it doesn't need to be there. Wow, is my voice ever gonna come back? It's been over a week. Sometimes it'll take 2 weeks for my voice to fully come back. Old vintage lenses. Love old vintage lenses. That's hard to say. Vintage lenses. Vintage lenses. And lots of adapters. If you're gonna use vintage lenses, you're probably gonna need adapters. And I have a lot of them. I don't use flashes. Almost never. That's a lie. I use them sometimes. Not very often. Thanks for the idea, Peter McKinnon. Really helps. Good time saver. Alright, I need to get this thing out of here. That's solid white out. What? Are you gonna help me with this? Good lens. Good old vintage lens. My favorite. So I'm definitely gonna need some crates for all these little pieces, all these adapters and lens caps and little random miscellaneous accessories that I've accumulated because they're not gonna sit on the mesh, they're just gonna start falling through. So definitely gotta get some crates to add to this thing. Should get on Amazon. Should probably do that right now. This is one of the best vintage lenses you can get for the price. If you're starting out in photography and you realize lenses and cameras are extremely expensive and good lenses are expensive, you can't go wrong with this. Look for Pentax 50mm 1.7 manual focus lens. I bought this for $35 on eBay. I bought a couple of them actually. You can get really good, awesome portraits, pretty much anything with this lens. Good starter lens, really good starter. I still use this lens to this day. Great lens. Needs to be cleaned. So these were worthless. It was a complete compulsive buy. I saw a Kickstarter ad or something, I don't know, Facebook or whatever. It's like a rubber lens cap that you're supposed to be able to just fold over your lenses. And it's like supposed to work on all lenses. It doesn't work on any of my lenses, or if it does, I just don't have the time to mess with them. Maybe I didn't give them enough time, I don't know. I just found them a little too frustrating. And then once you put them on or take them off, and what do you do with them? I don't know. Maybe I'll give these away to somebody.
Let all our worries fade, let them sweep away. There'll be another day tomorrow. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh.
I love Gaffer's tape. Pretty crappy handwriting though. I have a backdrop. Sorta kinda. I need a wider one. I can extend it, but what I need is wider paper because you'd have to like not move much. Definitely needs to be wider. Alright, I'm gonna try something. How's that? How's that look? Kinda cool. Yeah, let's see how you look. Oh. Like that? Kinda cool. You can change the lighting a little bit. It needs to go up. It needs to go a little higher. Whoops. That was important. What happened? Kim unplugged. Alright. There we go. That's a little bit better. I kinda like it. Alright. We should get back to work. Let's get back to work. Gonna get some light in here. So, we got the backdrop set up and we were gonna test it out. Got some lighting set up. We're gonna do a mommy and me session with Natasha and Valerie.
Whoa, there it goes. Oh.
Said some things I felt that you should know. I need a day to clear my mind and leave it all behind. It's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight.
All right, so I am pretty happy with how I've got the studio set up now. I've got pretty much everything on these shelves now. They're all nice and categorized. I've got names for everything. I've got labels for all the places here. I've got battery station over here for charging all my batteries, which is great because before it was under my desk. I had to crawl under my desk to charge my batteries. Really love this. If I need something, I can just reach over and grab it. There's been a couple of times now where I've needed something and I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know where that's at. And I'm like, oh wait, actually I do know where that's at. And I just reach out there and grab it. I really love how I've utilized this little space now because I've got this as a backdrop. This is where I'm recording my master classes right now, and which is one of my backgrounds. I'm recording a module on lenses right now. Then I've got also this whole backdrop, this whole wall over here, where I can set up backdrops now with like put up paper, green screen, whatever I want to put over there. And then I've got my I've got this corner over here where I've got my keyboard, some my music and sound equipment. I've got this as another background, which is also my editing station, which I can use as a background. This corner still has some stuff in there that I need to deal with. That's gonna be empty out. I may just turn that into a sound booth, possibly. So, yeah, it's amazing how utilizing this tiny little space suddenly creates so many options. I didn't realize what all I could do with this tiny little space. And oh, by the way, before I forget, this wire you're seeing, all these wires, I've got hooks all up in the going to all of my backgrounds. And what I'm doing is I'm hanging my lavalier microphone and I've got this long cable and it connects into my camera. That's my audio for now because using a 50mm lens, I've got the camera needs to be pretty far away from me, and so if I use a shotgun mic, there's a lot of bare walls yet, still, and so there's still a lot of echo in here, and so having the lavalier mic closer rather than using a shotgun mic helps with, sorry for swinging around all over the place and trying to decide where to point this thing. It helps with the echo a little bit, but that's my next project. I may actually do that today, maybe. Go into the shop and start cutting out frames for sound panels. I'm gonna put sound panels on all these walls to help cut down the echo a little bit. Plus, I just need a better microphone in general. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help the YouTube algorithms to get my video up there so more people can see it. Subscribe only if you want to, and I will see you guys in the next video.